We're almost at the 24-hour mark that a lot of people heard this news. How are you processing it right now?
It's really devastating news for humanity, not just basketball fans or followers of the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe Bryant was obviously a Hall of Fame player, a 5-time champion, an 18-time All-Star, Finals MVP 2 times, League MVP once, a tireless worker, and he embodied all of the cliches that often get thrown around in sports. Killer instinct, he had it. Tireless worker, he had it. But also, he was a Renaissance man in a lot of ways, Tamron. He was really cultured growing up internationally. He spoke a couple of languages. He was really read. He was enjoying retirement, as you saw. Once he left the game, he really removed himself. And then all of a sudden, his 13-year-old daughter, who tragically was on the plane with him as well, fell in love with the game of basketball. It created an appetite for him to start taking her to games, start practicing with her. So for this to happen and just to take all of this in 24 hours later, it's really devastating and heartbreaking. My condolences go out to all of the families affected, and obviously to his wife, Vanessa, who still has 3 kids that have to figure a way to navigate through this horrific tragedy.
You were there the night playing when Kobe had 81 points. That was in 2006. We always talk about what makes someone a breakout from the crowd. As I said, you're a superstar in your own right. Your fans know that. And then you have this person who comes in and he says, I'm going to be not like Mike, I'm going to be better than Mike. And people shook their heads thinking, who is this brash kid and what is he drinking? And, you know, and the reality is, I tell people all the time, we all have these great skills. It's the work ethic that makes the difference. I don't care what you do for a living, what job you clock in, it's the work ethic that makes the difference.
Absolutely, and working from Los Angeles the entire time between when Kobe got drafted through when he retired, I got a chance to work out with him at UCLA earlier in his career. I got a chance to play against him in the NBA Finals in 2000. Almost when he had his coming out party in a lot of ways. The series was 2-1 Los Angeles Lakers. It's overtime. Shaquille O'Neal fouls out. And you've seen the classic video, Kobe Bryant making a couple of jumpers from the top of the key and pushing his hands to the floor, letting everybody know, I got this. And at that point, you felt like a young player had arrived. And as you graduate that a few years later to, you, as you mentioned, the 81-point game, he was just phenomenal. And what made it terrific, one of the top handful of players to ever do it, is on the floor, he's not talking trash. And if you do a Kobe highlight mixtape, none of the plays from that game would even be on there. So what does that tell you? He had a level of focus and concentration and discipline that was just unmatched. And he came into the game at a different, in a different era. Imagine being 18 in a league full of guys in their 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
But now you inspire, along with Kevin Garnett, so many players to want to come out after high school, and the league is literally turned upside down to the point where we grew up understanding MJ was the GOAT. With current players in today's game, he represents what MJ meant for us.
Well, Jalen, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a long day and a long night, and you've been doing outstanding work on air, and we really appreciate it. Thanks, friend. Thank you.
Thank you very much.